Presidential motorcades around the world are considered a nuisance and annoy people stuck in traffic. Take for example the man considered the leader of the free world, Barack Obama. His motorcade is dubbed the White House in transit. It comprises 20 to 30 armored vehicles and 30 outriders with Secret Service agents alert for potential hazards. Motorcade routes are selected by Secret Service agents in cooperation with local police forces. Escape routes are also established in the event of an emergency. In Kenya, it is not any different. The size of President Kibaki's motorcade is carefully selected with the Recce company clearing the way and covers 3 layers of security around him called a concentric ring.
Policing agencies go beyond the call of duty to do things that not another ordinary Kenyan would want to do.
The closest the public ever came to know their significance was during the 1982 coup plot against retired President Daniel Moi's administration. The President Regiment of GSU's Recce company were the ones who escorted Moi back to Nairobi from the Rift Valley. Their numbers have grown since the administration of the founding father, Mzee Jomo Kenyatta, and as they leave State House codenamed Sierra Hotel to any venue codenamed Victor. Yet despite the demands of providing security for such a high-value position, they live in deplorable conditions and their lifestyle is not commensurate with their job. A former Recce company officer who quit protecting the president in search of greener pastures spoke to Kiss TV and said they suffer in silence with no forum to raise their concerns.
How do we expect somebody achunge head of state na payslip yake imesambaratika na maslahi yake hayangaliwi?
The shocking reality in this elite force that is tasked with protecting the president is that between 2010 to date, 46 Recce officers have resigned in search of greener pastures in non-governmental organizations, the UN, and some have left the country to look for security work.
So unakuta kitu kama hiyo inakuwa ni hatari sana hata kwa usalama, kwa sababu mtu kama huyo ni nini inaweza mzuia kuwa mwizi?
The GSU Recce company have undergone training courses in VIP protection, protocol and international and counter-terrorism. They can recognize and disarm explosives, are sharp with special weapons handling, intelligence gathering, vital installation security and sniper courses among many others.
We have trained in US, Israel, China, South Africa.
But despite this heavy military training, the men protecting the president earn a salary that's a slap on their faces.
It's not fair, and we know that they are poorly enumerated. That is a fact.
Take for example this payslip dated February 2012. A Recce company officer protecting the president is paid a basic salary of 17,900, a house allowance of 1,650, a police risk allowance paid to all police officers at 5,000 Kenya shillings, and field allowance of 2,000. Their medical allowance was 495 shillings before it was scrapped off in March this year, paving way for NHIF cover. After deductions are made, the man protecting the president takes home a meager 5,000 Kenya shillings. An officer who has served more than 3 years in the Recce company is paid around 19,000 shillings and after total deductions comes to around 7,000 shillings.
Kusema kweli, ile kitu inaweza kukwambia ni maisha kwa sawa. Kwa sababu wenyewe ukisema unategemea hiyo payslip man, nakwambia hiyo ni kuhangaika. Kwa sababu unakuta familia yako wanakuwa labda kama wako kambi ama wako nyumbani, lazima utumanie kama shilingi 5,000 kama ni kidogo. So kama unakula 6,000 inamaanisha wewe ubaki na 1,000 usurvive.
We have done very poorly in terms of compensating their services commensurately with what they deliver to the country.
How do you expect mtu analipwa pesa kama mfanyikazi ya kahawa na anachunga rice?
They don't have working hours as they rise up as early as 3 a.m. to prepare for the president to leave his official residence, State House, to go to his office at Harambee House. They have been forced to live within their means as they watch the country's workers go on strike for salary increments with no one to speak on their behalf. Their annual salary increment has never gone beyond 1,000 Kenya shillings. we decided to park our car in one of the places they frequent every day for their meals. It is 6:30 a.m. and as they prepare for the day's activities from State House to the President's office, they drop here next to a slum just a few hundred meters from State House for breakfast. Many, we were told, live on credit and pay up at the end of the month, or if a close relative or friend is generous enough to send them money. They work long, odd hours, and despite their problems, they are expected to be 100% alert to protect the leader of the nation. Tomorrow on Presidential Insecurity.
Hata head of state mwenyewe ajui ile situation sisi tunaandago, anaona kama wote tuko sawa na ilali hatuko sawa.
If at the end of the day this person loses his or her patriotism, then these are very dangerous people that we are letting loose in society.